his trailer was the back of a Mack truck. God bless him. So he had no windows even. He was just sitting in a giant armchair in this thing all day. And he couldn't fit in the van that took the cast and crew up to the sets you talked about. Because Rob wanted to shoot these beautiful scenes in Derbyshire up on these hills that you see us running around in Buttercup and Wesley before we go into the fire swamp. And Rob, when he got to the location, said, "Oh, I want to shoot on the top of all these hills. The view is beautiful. I want to get all the..." And they said, "Well, how are we going to get Andre up here?" And Rob said, "Well, you'll figure it out." You know, that's a typical Rob thing, you know, right? And so the production manager went over to Rob and said, I went over to Andre and said, "Andre, how do you get around on your farm in North Carolina?" He had a farm there with horses. He bred horses. And Andre said, "I use an ATV, boss." Well, in England, there weren't that many all-terrain vehicles in 1987, or 86 actually, when we were shooting. And they managed to find, I think, the only all-terrain vehicle in Britain at the time. And if you Google it, just Google Andre the Giant.
I've Googled it.
And an all-terrain vehicle, ATV, you'll see him. It's a little red, it looks like a tricycle under it. It's a three-wheeler. It's hilarious. Hilarious. Now, I've just said to you how happy he was, genuine. Once he got on this thing, we couldn't get him off it. And he was ruining takes and stuff, just going around, just like, "Andre!" And I was preparing to shoot the scene with Buttercup where I confront her, and then she pushes me down the hill, and I say those 3 words, yeah? And he came up to me on this thing, so loud. "Hey, boss." I go, "Hi, Andre." He goes, "You like my toy?" I go, "It looks like a lot of fun." "You want to try it?" I go, "I don't know, I gotta shoot the scene." Shot 1 take, or a few take, we got that. Now the camera moves, got some time off. "Hey, boss, you like my toy?" "Yes, Andre, it's lovely." "You want to try it?" I go, "I don't know, I think probably not such a good..." This happened like 3 or 4 times. Finally, he came up when we were shooting Robin's coverage, and he came up to me and he goes, he just said this, he went, he goes, "You know you want to." Twit that I was, I said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And I took my mask off. I thought that was a good start. Take the mask off, get good peripheral vision. And he gets off this thing, and by the way, when he got off it, it went up another 4 feet. It's a giant thing, and his bodyguard, he had a bodyguard. I'm like, what are you defending him from? The flu? Ridiculous. This guy, easiest job in the world. This guy comes over, he's like this tall. He comes over, he says, "It's so easy, Governor, it's just like a motorbike. Clutch, pedal, brakes, on-off switch, Bob's your uncle." That should have told me something, right? I get on this thing that I had no business getting on, right? And I flip it into first gear with my foot, and I went up the mountain, and literally within 2 seconds, I went over a giant rock, and my left big toe got caught between the clutch pedal and the rock, and it just snapped like that, instantly. It was a clean snap. It was amazing how clean it was. Anyway, and now I'm like, the pain is just shooting all the way up my leg and into my brain, and I'm just going, "Oh my God. Oh my God, I've broken my toe and we're in the first week of shooting. They're gonna fire me. They're gonna fire me now."
I'm terribly sorry, but with the bodyguard, you did such a great work in his British accent. I really want to hear the nurse.
The nurse is coming. The nurse is coming. And so, you're ruining my story. Wait a minute. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, so now I'm on the ground, like, and the crew is rushing up, and the set nurse, we had set, every movie has a set nurse or a set medic, right? And they come running up to me, and I'm acting like I'm the Black Knight in Monty Python's Holy Grail. I'm like, "No, it's just a scratch, it's nothing, you know? And the set nurse comes up and goes, "What happened, what happened?" I go, "Nothing, it's just a scratch." She goes, "Let's have a look then." And she takes off my suede black boot, and takes off my sock, and there's my big toe, and it's pointing in the wrong direction, and all different colors. It's magnificent. And she goes, "Oh my God." And I go, "No, it's a spray." brain, it's nothing, you know, still doing the black light. She goes, no, it's broken, look at it, it's pointing in the wrong direction and everything. I said, look, I've got to shoot this. And now I'm really sweating now, because I'm thinking, forget shooting the scene, I'm going to be fired. How am I going to do a sword fight when I've got a broken toe? It's crazy. So I'm thinking, I'll just brazen it out. I'll just bluff my way through this, which is crazy, right? But when you've got like a, you know, shooting pain through your brain, you're not thinking straight. Anyway, so I'd say to her, can you mend it? Is there anything you can do? She goes, I'm a set nurse. You know, and she opens her bag, she goes, I've got something for a tummy ache, I've got something for a headache, I don't have nothing for broken limbs, I've got to go to the hospital for that. So I said, is there anything you can do, anything at all? And she said, well, I suppose I could make a makeshift splint. I said, great, do that, please. So she grabbed a couple of twigs, and she bent the toe back into the right place, and then she taped it to the other toes. And it worked rather well, actually, but the boot wouldn't fit now. So now I'm going, okay, what do we do? So God bless her, the costume assistant cut a hole in the back of the boot, and now we slid it on, and now I'm limping, but I'm thinking, okay, I've got to put all the weight in this foot, because I've got to just brazen this out, right? And we get in the van, the one that Andre can't fit in, and we drive up to the set, and it's the longest, slowest journey I've ever had in my life, because I'm just thinking, how crazy is this? I'm going to be fired after a week's shooting. It's so crazy. And how am I going to make this work? And the set nurse was sitting behind me with the first assistant director, and I never forget, she turned to him, she goes, I think he fell on his head as well.